this is Natalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and it's the second week of the April challenges already. We are celebrating 5 years Etsy anniversary, but also Facebook anniversary. I made a kit that is the Blue Memories Part 2, and I have a flip-through video of those papers. And last week, I have to put some things aside, sorry. Last week challenge we created a little booklet, and this is the booklet I made. I still have to use things from that papers, but this is the cute little booklet. I also started a Tim Holtz folio that I still had in my stash. I don't believe they sell these anymore. At least I couldn't find the Crafts one, but this is a Tim Holtz folio. And this is what I created. I started on the live video and I finished it on the actual video that is posted, well, last night or early this morning maybe. Depends on where you live. And yeah, do I have the... This is from the kit. I'm not sure where I have the... Oh, yeah, we also have the Dutch papers. That is a gift for you in the Facebook group. This is the first week, and we also have these backing papers that go on Ko-Fi and in my Facebook group. There are 5 pages, and this is the little booklet. And today we are working with the second week papers. Sorry, I have to get these out of the way. I have so much going on at my desk. And I tried to do something new. But first let me show you the papers. They come in A4 size and US letter size. And honestly, the only thing different in this case is this sheet, the journal sheet. If you print the A4 size on US letter size paper, you will have to cut off the borders. So I also created that in US letter size, but the ephemera pieces can be printed on A4, or the A4 size ephemera pieces can be printed on US letter size. It doesn't really give you that much trouble. I think, I'm not sure actually, I don't have US letter size paper. And as it turns out, I printed out US letter size paper on my A4 sheet. I printed out the wrong papers, but that's okay. Yeah, let me explain. Because there is, yeah, these are sort of the pockets. You can cut these and fold these together, and then you can leave this, or you can also cut this so it's an opening to slide in your stuff. And these, if you fold these together, it can go in here on top, or if you put the pocket to the left, so you have it vertical or horizontal, you have a different pocket from the top or from the left. And these can also function as regular pockets, of course. That's why you also have these tags and this journal card. I have tabs, I have labels. Sorry, I'm making a mess. I'm so excited about this because I had it in my mind, I made it, but I'm not sure if it will work. So it's going to be a trial, or on camera, or it's going to be good, or it's going to be a disaster. But I also made these 2 pages on one, so you have smaller items. Then this is the journal sheet. Then I have this one, the bigger one, and this one, the bigger one. You can also do some stacked teacups. And I backed this one with that paper. So if you open up the pocket, then you see a pattern on the inside too. But maybe that's just me. You could also line it up with another paper, like coffee dyed paper or something. But let me quickly cut out the elements, and then you will see me back, and I'm going to create, I think they are called pockets. I think they will be floating pockets because you can put them in the journal on any spot. So I didn't cut the bigger images, I went for the 2-on-1 sheet. That is what I have over here. And I probably, if I need something from the other sheets, I will cut it off. And I also made backings for all the elements, as I usually do. So that means you put your sheet on the scan and cut. I'm just going to do it with this one. It's going to run through, and then it's going to remember every border of every image. Then you're going to cut your page. Then you're not going to do anything. Just take off the cutout items, then put on a sheet with a little bit more firm, maybe another color, but it's a blank page that can function as a backing, and then press cut again, and it's going to cut the exact same shapes on a white piece of paper or cardstock paper, whatever you have put on. The only thing you have to be aware of, if you want this side to be on the back of your, let's say, tag, then you have to put that side onto the plate. Not do it the other way around, because then the other side will be on the plate. Because if you do it the wrong way, you have to switch over the backing, and then these will not line up. I hope I make myself clear. But these are the pockets, and these are the journal cards. And I used a sheet that was sort of ripped. And I thought, well, I can print, or I can cut the backing for these. So I'm just going to fold these in half, because maybe I only need to put in one of these, not two. Otherwise it's going to be sturdy, too sturdy. That was what I was going to say. But you can also leave them as they are. But I think it needs something in between to make it a little bit more sturdy. So what I'm going to do is cut this one in half. So I'm not going to use this one. And I'm going to glue one in here. And the other one is going to be, and I know I didn't cut straight, but it doesn't matter because it's going inwards. So I'm not going to see that. Just need to get my glue ready. And just, if I line up on the side where I do not have the glue, and then flip it over, it will be glued on this side. There's a little edge. And now I can glue on this side. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other card and also on the little ephemera pieces. But I'm going to do that off camera. But this is just well, sort of a tip to show you when you have to glue something inside. Do not glue on both sides, because it's very difficult to line up and you don't have wiggle room anymore, because it's going to hold immediately on this side or on the other side. Yeah, let me quickly do that with the other card too. So I backed all the elements. I did not ink every part yet, because I'm not sure which parts I'm going to use, and I will ink when I grab them. What I am going to do is cut off a little bit of the white. So, yeah, I need to ink, of course. I am going to use blue. Where is my blue? Over here. I'm just going to ink to give it a little bit more, well, definition and texture. And well, before I ink, I should have measured, but I'm pretty sure they will fit because these pockets are actually wider than the cards. And I did that on purpose. And the goal is, okay, you could cut this out and then slide this in so it will stick out like this. And obviously you need to measure where you want to glue these together so it does stay, it's not going to do this. If you like that, that's okay too. That's why I made the pocket a little bit bigger so you can decide what you want to do. You could also slide it in like so, of course, but that means you also have to measure over here. But what you can do is cut off on the sides if you want to make it a little bit smaller, and also cut off over here if that's what you prefer. So I kind of made the base, but you can make it smaller or bigger. You could also use these as journal cards on its own or as pockets. If you print 2 on 1 paper, you have pockets to put in a little journal. Just saying. I think I want okay, let's work with this one a little. First I'm going to measure how I'm going to put it in so I know how to decorate, because if I want to use it, because yeah, okay, let me show you. You can use it like this. I can also use it like this, use it like this, or use it like this. So if it's going on the right side or on the left side, of course you need to be aware which side you are going to decorate on, if you are going to decorate, of course. I think this fits best. So I'm just going to, and even though I am going to sew on the pocket, I'm going to glue this already together. Okay, maybe I want to turn it around because I'm right-handed. It needs to be like this. Okay. I also have this sort of measured, so I'm gluing this together too. And if you don't mind that it's not lined up all together, you just glue the pieces together and put it in. That's an option too. It doesn't have to be like this, but this is how I created it. And I want to leave this. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue over here. Yeah, this could work. I am going to round the corners. I forgot to do that, but I like rounded corners. I'm not sure if this will punch. No, it will not because it's too thick. Oh, I need this one. The other thing you need to be aware of when you decorate your card or tank, it still needs to fit into the pocket. What I usually do is just go in, but I also have to sew. So let me first do some inking. You can also ink, of course, with brown. It doesn't have to be blue like I'm doing, but I like this color. Okay, now it's time to decorate. I want it like this. Oh, I forgot which was the top part and which was the bottom part. I think this is the one, but it is already very tight. So I'm going in. I think it needs to be, no, it needs to be like this. Okay, this is going to be the front side. Not going to put too much stuff on because, like I said, it's going to be a little bit bulky, and if it's bulky, it's not going to slide in very easy. Just going to stamp on here. Oh, that's nice. And I'm also stamping on this piece. Like that. Okay, what am I going to put on here? I think I want this girl. But I don't want a perfect frame. So I'm going to cut this off. And I want her on here. And I think I want this one, or maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here. I'm going to sew around this and then stick it onto the card. So I'm going to put this aside because I'm going to do all the sewing in one session. I'm going to sew on the outside, not on this side. I forgot. I should have sewn before I glued this together, but I didn't think about that. So yeah, my mistake. And on here, what do I want on here? I can put this on here. Or the teacups. Not quite certain yet. Now that I come to think of it, maybe I should put the girl on the pocket. Change my plan. I'm going to put her on here. Like so. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if I lost any footage, but I glued these together. Going to put it on here. I wanted to put this under, but it's not showing. Put this underneath, and I also want to add this. Here, I'm going to layer this on here. Still debating if this doesn't work. Still debating if this doesn't work best, because this is more popping. But yeah, I'm going to put it on here. Do not change my mind. I have to sew around the borders, and I have to decorate this again because of change of plan. Maybe I can also put a little birdie on. maybe like so. Yeah. Okay. We have this. I'm not sure about that because it's very chunky. Just going to turn this into a little tab thingy. Does it need something else? Maybe nature on here because it's a bird. Okay, let me do some sewing and then you will see me back. So I have sewn around all the images, the journal card. I'm just going over with some ink to hide the white punches from the needle. I only have to do that on these. Okay, let me. Because now I can really try and yeah, this can work. I'm also going over it with a little bit of brown ink. Okay, I had this one for the card. So let me glue this one on. I also need to punch a hole in here. And I also want to add this whole reinforcement ring, and also on the back. And this is just a punch that I have that creates a hole and also a ring. these are 2. Yeah. So this one is in. Go in like so. And I want to glue this onto the front side. Still debating if I need to put in 2 eyelets. I'm just going to leave it like this, but I think I will add a number stamped on here. Or I could also add this, but I think a stamp is best. I'm going to put this one on. I'm just going to use black archival ink. Nope. I need to add a little bit more glue over here. Then it's done. Yep. But of course it's not done. Okay, I'm still going to squeeze a little bit. This can slide in here. I can... Oh, this one is broken. Okay, why didn't I throw it away? Just put it back in the tray. But I can put this one on here. Like so. Or on the... I think I like it best over here. So yeah, this is number 1. Slides open. I didn't decorate the back side. You could do that. I think it's also a great thing to just send out as a Happy Mail. Or in a rack, if you want to send somebody something. I am going to create another one, but I'm not going to do that with a voiceover. Well, not a voiceover, but I'm going to speed up that process and put a little music underneath so you can see me create, but I'm not going to explain every step I'm doing because, well, basically I'm almost doing the same thing that I did on this one. So, but I hope you like it. Let me go and make the second one. Okay, you saw me assemble the pocket, decorating the pocket, decorating the journal card slash tag. I did some sewing. I did some major sewing on this one. Just inking up the bunches, and on the pocket I sewn over here and over here. So when I do it together and measure, I still can do that. Otherwise, if I would have sewn it together, so first sewn this piece, then folded and sewn these together, I wouldn't be able to fit and glue and everything. So, but okay, you saw me stamp something over here. It was upside down and then I didn't like it. So I did sort of do, well, I tried to cover this up. And this was supposed to go on the front side. But now that I see this, I'm thinking maybe this would work better. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to see. Maybe this would work better. I don't know. This can work too, of course, because I can make it fit. And this little thing is sticking out. But I think I will glue it on over here. I like it better over there. And I can still cover up the stamp on this card with the other decoration. Okay, I am going to cover up the 1 of the number, but that's okay. Need to add more glue. And maybe cut a tiny bit from the cheesecloth. Yeah, this could work. Okay, so now punch an eyelet in here. Oh, I didn't glue it on. That's funny. What is it? Oh, it's on the glue. It's on the glue thingy. And the punch that makes these is this one. I'm not sure which brand this is. I thought it was We Are Memory Keepers, but I'm not certain. There's nothing on, no brand name. And I have this for, I think 4, maybe even 5 years already. Okay. I also want to and I'm using the eyelets, but you could also use like brads or here, maybe lace. I didn't put any lace on this crafts pieces. Normally I do. I don't know why I didn't today. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let me measure. Okay, I'm going over it with the sewing machine over here and over here to make sure it stays together. I sewn it together. I'm going to pop in the tag now. It does fit. I need to wiggle it just a little. Yeah, now it's in, and I want to add something on here too. Okay, do I want it over here or on the, I think I want it on the tag. I want that every time, so I keep putting them first on the other piece. I don't know, because I always end up putting them on the tag. or journal card. How is this working? Because it is not working. Yeah, I think it needs to be something like this. Okay. I need to reposition this because it's not falling the right way. I'm not happy with how this is falling at all. Okay, I think I got it now. So this is the final result for today. I have one like this, a pocket. Sorry, I still see a little thread. We have this, and then we have the little dangle. This is the back side, and this is the back side. You can still decorate on this too. You can even put a ribbon in here and have it peek out like a tab thingy. But you can put this like so. I really like this. And then I also created one going this way with the teacups, eyelets, and this is on the back. And of course there are other ways to work with this. You can also print this on a vellum or tracing paper. That would make a cute little pocket too, with a crispy sound. But yeah, this is the challenge for this week. Go get the papers for free in my Facebook group. And if you don't want to be in a Facebook group, or you do not have a Facebook account, these will also be on my Ko-fi, but for a very small fee. So only for free in the Facebook group and for a very small fee on Ko-fi. So yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. I hope you want to join in with the second week challenge too. You can post in all 6 Facebook groups that are hosting. I will link it down below. There's a Linktree link. I believe I still have to update the Linktree link to actual April challenges. It's still on March, but I'm so very busy. I forgot to do that, but I will. And yeah, you can post using the hashtag LDA 5-year anniversary in all those hosting Facebook groups like Two Sister Jam, Sweet Pea Papers, Junk Journal Tutorials and more, Junk Journal and Papercrafts, Sophie's Crafty Corner, that's number 5, and number 6 is of course LineDotArrow. And also check out the link that will take you to the design team members, because they are working with the beautiful papers this month kit. I'm trying to get the promo sheet for you, but yeah, here it is. This one, it comes in US letter size also, and also in A4, and it has loads of blue pretty floral papers, also a little bit grungy, lots of old pictures, images, old ephemera pieces, and it's on sale. You don't have to put in a coupon code or anything. You just go to the website and then go to April papers. That is a section, and there they are 2 sets of papers. And there's another previous part, of course, Blue Memories. That is not part 1, but the first one. They can work with these too, but these are not part of the challenges. People are asking, can I use these in my challenge? Yes, you can. But if that is incorporated with only the free papers, your post will still count as 1 entry instead of 2 when you use the actual challenge paper. I just want to make that clear. Yeah, this is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay creative, and I hope to see you the next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.